if nothing else, that busted, broken sign put thing there, in full display, in Port Orchard, Washington, is, right then and there, that is worth the price of admission. Urban decay in a place that's not falling apart. Well, I mean, it is. We're by the sea.
Wow.
Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a day when I have fully practiced my long-suffering sigh. Oh my God, especially with my tablet. It drives me nuts. I can take my stylus or my finger and I can tap on a button and it doesn't work. I can turn on my tablet and you have to swipe to unlock, and it'll turn off after I swipe 2 or 3 times. So I'm smacking icons, they don't work. I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to, they don't work. But while I'm using my tablet, if my finger gets too close to the screen without actually touching it, it will read that and take me off on a wild adventure until I can get back to where I was, where I have to smack 2 or 3 times on a button before it records the tap and takes me back. Whereupon I only have to get close to the screen again and it'll read it and then take me off on another wild adventure. I hate touch screens. Anyway though, good morning. I am holding up my tablet and spinning in place, which is bad. I talked about yesterday how I stayed at home and didn't do much because my arms were hurting so much. My radial nerves are being pinched off and irritated so badly. It's even worse today. And I fell asleep after midnight, tossed and turned for days until it was 3 o'clock. So I've been out of bed since 4, barely slept, didn't sleep the other day. Problem is, of course, these beds are like blocks of granite. And sure, I've got to have a memory foam topper on it. But that's like sleeping on a block of granite with a memory foam topper on it. So yes, somebody in comments said, boy, all you do is complain. Well, no, not all I do is complain. But, you know, I am human. And when you're human, you can have 1,000 positive things happen to you, and then have the 1,001st be negative, and that's the only thing you're going to remember. And I am a human being, so I've had a lot of bad stuff happening of late. So yeah, I remember those things. And there are positives. I am on this side of the ground, and that is a good thing. Also, this is both funny and not, but on Twitter, Twitter, I have only one account, my main account, so everything goes on main. And I have mentioned before, I am bi/pan. I don't care, male, female, in between, either side. If you have that spark and you interest me, then I will be interested. Of late, I have been interested in femboys. And I have been posting my drooling and thirsting on Twitter. And of late, I had a few not safe for work pictures that I was drooling over. Somebody followed one of my replies and went, oh, that was not what I was expecting to see. To which I say, again, I only have one account, so everything goes on main and I have no shame. If you see a comment like, oh, I want to give you a big old hug with the inside of my throat, you might not want to follow that reply to what I was replying to. Past that, I am surviving. I'm going to be recording things as I walk to the library and such like that, where I will edit this together and then upload. And, fun. I have to go to Walmart. I just need to buy some stuff to drink. I am still too dehydrated, dealing with, dehydration issues. Your bowels don't like to be dehydrated. And my apologies, they use leaf blowers. Like here is in everywhere, and it's very loud back there. Oh, burp. And we have a lot of, I don't know if you can see it, there's a Canadian goose over there. There have been Canadian geese flying by just en masse of late. It being Canadian goose migration time. So, well, I'm going to go record things as I travel. And as you can see, again, high tide. So, I will see you on the flip side, my friends. Flip side, well, I guess not really the flip side, just on the other side of the transition. High tide in Port Orchard, Washington. I've shown it before and talked about it, and I'll show it and talk about it again. But while I'm doing that, I've talked about this before, but I also wanted to talk about it again as well, because they are doing construction here at the Veterans Place so that it will be nice. And as they've stated, they're going to be single places, and that's good, so it won't be just, you know, living in an old nursing home. But as they've said, they're going to be small and impersonal, and so Spartan with so little that you can bring in that it's going, they described it quite happily as being like prison. Because on the one hand, I understand it is a transition, it is transitory. You're going from homeless to transitional housing here to being housed out in the world. But no personalization, nothing, very little that you can bring in that's personal. And again, if you bring in anything that's impersonal, personal or too big, they take it away from you. So it is prison, because again, you have to be reminded that you are on the bottom. You can't decorate your transitory space. It will look like prison. You will treat it like prison. But you're not a prisoner. But you have to be reminded of your place. You will remember your place. And your place is on the bottom. And don't you forget it. Bruh. The tide's coming in pretty quick. I'm gonna get my feet wet if I don't talk quickly. I am at Sir Optimus Outlook, of course, Port Orchard, Washington. But I wanted to come and talk on the beach. What little beach there is. This is the beach. This section of the beach. It was just a quick thing. On the indie game market, there are some people that make some things. One of them is a fella named Jason, I think it's Glover. He makes a whole bunch of card type games. One of them is a game called Iron Helm. I think I've talked about it before. You play as a grizzled old medieval type veteran, and you're going in for one last dungeon crawl. Good chance you're not going to make it back out, but it's like, hey, good idea for that. And he's made some, like, there's a smaller brother, Tin Helm, and he's got a whole bunch of other games. He's making one called, like, Iron Realm now, with cars and stuff. But February of 2023, people were shocked and horrified when they went to Print and Play Arcade or Game Crafter, and all of his games were gone. And he posted on Twitter, yeah, I need to spend some time on myself, so I took all my stuff down. And people were just so heartbroken and devastated by this that he went, oh, maybe that was a bad idea. And so he put all of his stuff back up on Print and Play Arcade. And it took a time, but they got back up onto Game Crafter. So, and that's just a site where they make the games and then send you like it's a board game or some such. And so he went and put all the stuff up and said, I need to concentrate on my own things. And then what did he do? He's making Iron Realm. The tide is coming in real quick. Oh dear. And in a triumph of my social anxieties, I was spinning in place and talking as people walked by behind me on the path there. So I'm doing better. But I just wanted to talk about that because I am hoping when I get homed, because my rent will be so much less. My rent used to be every single bit of my disability, and then I had to live on the rest of the month with whatever was sent to me through my Patreon. And so now it's going to be less than that. It's a sliding scale because it's for, you know, homeless vets and such. So it's going to cost less. I'm going to have more free money to buy food and a little bit of entertainment as well. And I'm hoping to pick up actual physical copies of things instead of having to print everything out. I don't know how much more I'm going to record before I actually just edit, render, and upload. So I'm going to try and get some more wilderness stuff, but thank you very much. Absolutely every single one of you who watches anything at all that I do. I do plan on getting back into the whole gaming and avant-garde stuff here as soon as I can. I just need to get homed, so. And I need to have surgery, which, you know, again, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to core out the bone around my spinal cord and around my radial nerves, so. I mean, the overwhelming odds are I'll be fine. Smaller chance, of course, that I won't be fine, but will be alive. And then even smaller chance that I won't even be alive. So, still, again, overwhelming chance I'll be fine. Overwhelming odds, so. I'll get some more, whew, dizzy. Oh yes, and well, I'll do this on another thing, is talking about using walkers and canes and stuff. Canes screwed me up before and I'm hesitant to use them. And a walking stick is just a big cane, so I don't know. Anyway though, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another stitch.
Nice.